Class, welcome to week 3. Our two topics this week will be brokers, manufacturers, and wholesalers, and then we'll get into affiliate and drop shipping. The purpose this week is really to introduce you to the general types of businesses that exist in the economy and to introduce some uniquely online business models and hopefully spur some innovation and some thought about how you might develop a business idea. We've talked about the balance between developing a product idea versus a business model. This goes right along into that. It should help prepare you well to finish project 1. So this first assignment, brokers, manufacturers, and wholesalers, will have an introduction to what we call a quantify and compare spreadsheet, or a weighted decision matrix. We will use this format for the next few weeks. It is a fantastic way to evaluate decisions. And project 1 is essentially a very large weighted decision matrix. And a weighted decision matrix allows you to compare and contrast different options and say, all right, I have these 2 options that I want to look at. And let's say you're comparing 2 products. You won't do that in this assignment. You'll compare these different business model opportunities. But let's say you have 2 products. One's a t-shirt and one's a tennis shoe. And you're trying to decide which one to go with. And then you would decide on certain criteria that would impact that choice. So how much you could make, right? The profitability, how easy it is to obtain the product. What you're passionate about, right? What you care about, what's going to keep you interested in the business. Those are your different criterion. And then you can rate each of your options by that. That's a good basic way to start decision making. We all do this intrinsically without thinking about it for different decisions. However, there is one element that's captured on this weighted decision matrix that makes it a really powerful tool. If I'm looking at profitability, how easy it is to get these supplies, and I'm looking at how passionate I am about that, one or two of those options, or one or two of those criterion, are going to matter a lot more to me than others. Maybe I'm doing this primarily because I need to turn a profit. And so profit matters so much more than how easy it is to get the supply or how passionate I am about the product. And so a weighted decision matrix allows you that flexibility where you can say, you know what, I think 60% of my decision is going to be driven by profit. Or maybe you're thinking, I don't care as much how much I make off this. I want to do something that I'm passionate about. Okay, well, you can say 40% or 70% of the decision is going to be based around what I'm passionate about. And this decision matrix, we will walk you through this. The video walks you through it. There's a sample spreadsheet on here to make this as easy as possible. Will allow you to do that. So it's a wonderful decision-making tool. I've used it outside of this class, and it's just a really cool way to look at business decisions. And once you do it a couple times, it becomes fairly simple. So your assignment is to read through the Shady Suppliers case. It's, again, a continuation of things you've learned. And then you'll have a quantify and compare spreadsheet and an essay. And in your quantify and compare spreadsheet, you will select one international broker and one U.S. wholesaler as your alternatives. That's your decision. If you're looking at, say, do I want to go with this international company or do I want to go with this U.S. company? And then you'll choose 3 criterion to base your decision on. You can weight those however you want. But the video up here will walk you through how to do a quantify and compare. And then there's also a reading in step 1 that shows you how to do that quantify and compare. And then if you go into step 5, it gives you your outline. This should be a 1-page essay and answer the questions above. And then you'll see the very last step in step 5 has a generic decision matrix. That gives you the format for your quantify and compare spreadsheet. So you can use that input your numbers, your alternatives, your criterion, your weights, but it's all set up there in the right format if you want to use that generic decision matrix. So that'll be it for that assignment. You'll have your discussion board, of course. The prepare assignment is actually very similar, where you will go through and you'll read this continuation of the case in step 2. You'll create a quantify and compare spreadsheet that compares affiliate marketing and drop shipping. I'll go through those alternatives in just a minute. And then you'll write an essay that addresses the questions, the explanations in step 4. And then there's a lot of information here at the bottom that goes through affiliate and drop shipping. I'm going to give you my brief explanation of each of these. I encourage you to do some additional study, but I try and break it down as simple as I can because these two models are so powerful in web business. A lot of students like them because of their simplicity. It's a great way to launch a web business without overcommitting yourself, and you can scale these up or scale them down. They can be complex, they can be simple. So let me see if I can give you a basic explanation of affiliate marketing. To do an affiliate marketing business, you could choose any product, and I encourage students to choose what they're passionate about. What do you care about? Because it makes this class much more interesting. Makes you care about your business a lot more. So choose something you're passionate about. Excuse me. And then look up those products on, say, Amazon. Then you would reach out to Amazon and say, I'd like to become an affiliate marketer. This is very common for Amazon. They have a set process for you to do this. And say, I'd like to form an affiliate agreement with you. And so you sign an affiliate agreement. And what it says is you are allowed to put a link to that product on your website. It links directly to that Amazon page to purchase the product. And the agreement entitles you to a percentage of the sale. So if you're selling a t-shirt for $10 and your affiliate marketing agreement gives you 10% commission on that sale, that would be a pretty high percentage. But for simplicity, we'll say 10%. You get $1 from that sale of a $10 t-shirt every time that happens. So you can fill up your website with as many of these affiliate links as you'd like. And that way you can develop a website full of affiliate links, or just one or two, again, as large or as basic as you'd like. And your job is to drive traffic to your website and to encourage people to click on these affiliate links. You can do that with blogs, you can do it with marketing, however you want. But the simplicity is you don't have to deal with the customer service. They complete the sale with Amazon or with any other company you form an affiliate agreement with, and they deal with the customer service. All you have to do is to get people to click on your links, and then if they complete the purchase, you receive compensation. So a very simple business model. Drop shipping is very much the same. You form a drop shipping agreement with the company. You take their product that's on your website, right? With both of these business models, you're not dealing with inventory or anything like that. That's the company you form the agreement with. That's their responsibility. But with drop shipping, you actually complete the purchase on your website. And so then you set up an automatic function on the back end when the customer completes the purchase. There's a request sent to the company that you formed your drop shipping agreement with, and they ship the product to the customer. The advantage to drop shipping is you get a little bit more control over the price, and thus it's a little bit more profitable per sale. The downside is that you have to deal with the customer service because the customer doesn't know that another company is shipping them the product. They think they've purchased it from you. For their understanding, they purchased it from you. If it didn't arrive, you're in trouble. You got to deal with all that. So a little bit more profitability, a little bit more involvement. That's the basic difference between affiliate and drop shipping. Please do more research on that. There's nuances, there's details that you'll want to know, but there's a lot of information. So I love affiliate and drop shipping business models. Again, they're very popular with students. And that's it for this week. You got your discussion board, of course, your reflection. Please, please, please be working on Project 1. If you haven't started that yet, you'll definitely want to You'll definitely want to include that. Um, but that's it. Please reach out if you've got any questions on these. Thanks, everyone.